If you look at the 2025 budget, how much do you even have for border security? That's the truth. The whole budget of Nigeria Immigration Service is less than, I think it's about, the capital budget is less than 10 billion or something, naira. And you want to protect 4,024 square kilometers of our border space. Are we joking?
For truth, we are really joking in Nigeria. The Minister of Interior, Tunji Ojo, don't say his mind in this part. When I saw this video, I was like, are you sure that the people in power, when they see this video from their own minister saying the truth, say there's one thing about this particular administration is that they don't like anybody saying the truth. Now, this one is coming from their own insider, telling Nigerians that we are really joking when it comes to security in Nigeria. Are you sure that these people will not be angry on him? Are you sure he will stay there till the end of this month? That was just my question. This man have said it clearly that we are not serious with security in Nigeria. Just listen to the things this man is saying in this particular video. I thank God that it's coming from an insider. Yes, he did not come to this particular event to paint words. He said it the way it is. Really, we are joking in Nigeria with, in fact, not only security, with everything that has to do with Nigerians. The government is joking with it. Just watch the video and watch it to the end. I hear what the Minister of Interior, the man is still there for office, so just hear what he said and make sure you do the news for. Watch it and watch it to the end. I remember my Mustafa the Ekman. Peace and love. Don't play.
And the border is porous. 20 will coming. And the military are challenged. So for us, we need to be very realistic with ourselves. Do we want a system that works, or we just want to play, to the gallery? We have some of the most brilliant people in our DSS. We have our NIA doing fantastically well. You can see the kind of leadership that the NSA is providing. But the simple truth is that when we talk about security, internal security, the first thing that comes to a Nigerian mind is the military. That is a sign of failure of our internal security agencies. Let's tell ourselves the truth. I do not see a reason why our police, for instance, should even rely on budgetary allocation. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't see it. We're talking about the most populous black nation on earth. Africa has a population of 1.2 billion people. 240 of that population are Nigerians. And you have a police that depends on budget, capital release, and all these things, and you think we will be efficient. Sir, my brother Ben, I have utmost trust in your coordination as chairman of this council. For if we have an opportunity now to get it right. And also, before I leave, something is very important I must say. The attention that we are paying to cyber security, we are still living 20 years behind. You cannot continue to run a cyber security architecture on what's it called, an ad hoc arrangement. There must be proper security framework, because the need is going to be of cyber, and we must prepare. So many nations in the world already, as far back as 3-4 years ago, they had the 4th army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Cyber Force. So many countries are already ahead of that. The security challenges we're having in Nigeria, we must all understand that the security challenges are internal security issues. We don't really have any external aggression. With a normal security architectural framework, the military are not even supposed to be too involved even at this stage. It is, I'm sorry to say, it is the inability of our internal security agencies, probably due to a lot of investment, finance, that has led even our military to be so stretched at this point in time. And we're lucky as a nation that we don't have external aggression at this point. Imagine how stretched our military, how stretched the military is today. Imagine there's an external aggression. What happens to Nigeria? So all these issues now has called brought the responsibility to the National Assembly to sit down as the policymakers, as the lawmakers, to be able to critically distillate this whole issue. Let's distill the issues. Let us now look at our internal security agencies, starting from the police to the immigration to the civil defense to customs to all the security. Let us do an audit of the enabling laws. I'm so happy that the chairman EFCC spoke before I spoke, because he said what was on my mind. Because when you look at some of these laws, honestly speaking, it's like you set up agencies set up to fail. That's the truth. If you look at the 2025 budget, how much do you even have for border security? That's the truth. The whole budget of Nigeria Immigration Service is less than, I think it's about, the capital budget is less than 10 billion or something, naira. And you want to protect 4,024 square kilometers of our border space. Are we joking? We are geographically challenged. Let's call a spade, because Nigeria is a country. If you look at countries that share similarities with Nigeria, you see what they invest in border governance, you'll be shocked. For example, you look at a country like Turkey. You look at what they spend. Turkey, because they know they lie between Asia and, of course, Europe. They know the challenges, and they look at the neighbors. Nigeria is so challenged. Let's call it spade. Nigeria we are in two geographical areas. We have a part within the Sahel, and you know what's happening within the Sahel. On the other side is the Gulf of Guinea. So we are in between. So from the maritime side, from the Sahel, and anything that happens in Libya, that happens in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and all these countries, the end point is Nigeria. So, and a lot of these people, most of what we have in Nigeria today are even economic crimes, as the chairman said, because most of these people, they need to come to Nigeria, kidnap, do all this, raise funds to be able to fuel insecurity, even in neighboring countries. So Nigeria is seen as the rich country, as the big brother here. So there's a lot that we need to invest. Let's call a spade what it is. If we continue to pay lip service to this issue, we sit down, we talk, and we don't really look at the issues on ground. We will just be joking. And again, in reviewing our laws, because for me, I am not in favor of over-legislating issues, to be sincere. Because like EFCC, we must look at because you can't link insecurity, you can't deal with insecurity and not talk of financing. You must look at the EFCC law, look at the bites that we need to give, and look at all these things in a bigger scale. And also, please, because I don't want to really take too much time, we must also, beyond the issue of our border, let's call where Nigeria is at a point now that the United States was before September 11, 2001. After the September 11 state sat down, the Homeland Security Department was formed only after September 11. And after that time, the TSA, Transport Security Agency of America, came to being. After that, even CISA, that is a Critical Infrastructure Security Agency, came to being. They looked at emerging threats because the information for 9/11 was available in America. But the problem was that there was no harmonization of information, and there was no clear strategy to stop it. The issue is that we have some of the most brilliant people in our DSS. We have our NIA doing fantastically well. You can see the kind of leadership that the NSA is providing. But the simple truth is that when we talk about security, internal security, the first thing that comes to a Nigerian mind is the military. That is a sign of failure of our internal